Madden 24 Steeler franchise, episode 7. So we are in week 6, which is our bye week. So this week's going to be no gameplay, and I didn't think about it. I would have done weekly strategies with you guys, but I totally forgot about it. So this one's majority going to be scouting players. So we'll go through a couple of them. We'll make an episode out of it. Uh, we'll go through some people, talk about some people. I don't have uh, NCAA revamped to bring you guys a more of a better, more of a um, enticing, enticing draft kind of view. But we'll do with what we got. So right now, the first overall pick right now is Nicholas Jones. Somebody we need to work on, something that we need to work on. We need to work on our defense. Our defense has given up too many yards per game, especially running yards. So Nicholas Jones is a physical player who delivers bone-crushing hits. He has very savvy defender with the ball in the air. Runs with a high motor and runs through the whistle. Often looks to rip the ball out of the runner, so he likes to strip the ball a lot. Shows good discipline and won't get flagged much. Loves to utilize the spin move and counter move. So, and also has a swim arm over move. It will also utilize the bull rush to go through pass blocks. So it sounds to me that he is a full-on quarterback nightmare. He is 6'3", 244. He's 21 years old from Texas. He has great to elite acceleration, decent to solid agility. So he's not really he's not a what's the word for it? A three cone guy to where he can kind of read a play and then run the opposite way. He's more of a go. He's more of a find the play and go. He's got solid to good change of direction. He's got solid to good jumping, great to elite speed, and good to great strength. So that means if he goes across with those moves, he can get to the quarterback fast. Look at his skills. We don't know much about it because usually you have by week 8 you will have more. Right now he's only 35% scouted. He does have A injuries, so he doesn't get injured much. He's got A pursuit and B stamina, so it means he'll always be on the field. As well as he has good pursuit to rush the quarterback. If we go to the second overall pick right now, it is left end Jason Bowie. He's a 6'4", 277-pound left end out of USC, the Trojans from California. He's a physical player who delivers bone-crushing hits. Loves to utilize the spin move and counter move. Also has the swim arm over move. Utilizes power, so he's more of a bull rusher as well. He has a motor that runs through the whistle. Often looks to rip the ball from runners and shows good discipline. He looks like the same player as our last guy, which was Nicholas Jones. That being said, he is a little bit bigger, so he's more of a. He also has better stats than or physicals than Jason. He's got solid to good acceleration, good to great agility. He's got solid to good change of direction, great to elite jumping, great to elite speed, and solid to good strength. So he's not as strong as Jones, but he is more athletic, in my opinion. We have more. We don't really have more scouted at him, but we have more of what it matters, like awareness. He's got high awareness. He's got good block setting at B, and he's got A play rec, so he knows how to read the ball, read the play, and go get it. So he could be good. We'll put him on our list. So put him on our list. Next is Kelvin Murray for receiver from Washington. He's a 6'5" receiver. He's 217 pounds. He needs to work on simple concentration drops. So he drops passes. We can work on that. He's got exceptional body control on the sideline, likes to toe tap, fights for every single yard as a runner. So when he catches the ball, he likes to fight for extra yardage. It may come in handy. Also, may be a problem. He's got no issues climbing the ladder to make catches, so he can get up there in height and catch and over people. He avoids big hits following catches, so he doesn't like to take big hits. He wraps up, makes sure he doesn't fumble. He excels at creating yardage after the catch, so he's a good playmaker on top of a good catcher. He shows good discipline and won't get flagged much, so he means he won't get flustered and start throwing punches, so I can keep him around for more often. He's 21 years old. He's got good to great acceleration. He's got decent to solid agility. Decent to solid change of directions, not great for a receiver because he can't really route run, but he has good to great jumping, solid to good speed, and great to elite strength. That if his strength is as good as it says it is, he could be like a T Higgins almost, because T Higgins is he's 6'5", so he's very tall and he has a good jumping. If he gets elite strength, he could be a jump ball receiver like I wouldn't say DK because DK Metcalf's he's faster, but he's super strong. T Higgins is not as fast, but he is a tall receiver and strong. I'm trying to think of somebody else. I think George Pickens like 6'1", 6'2". He's on our team. I probably should know that. So that being said, his skills, you get A catching traffic, A catching, and A short routing. So short route running. So that should be good for a number 2 or number 3. Put him in the outside or in the slot. Work on his. I wouldn't put him in slot because you would need a better route runner for slot. Number 4 pick in the draft right now is Kyrie Martin. He's a 6'4" right end at 266 from Washington as well. He plays with, I want to say, Kelvin Murray. He does. So they're in the same draft class. He has physical player who delivers bone-crushing hits, loves to utilize the spin move as the counter move, swim move over, arm over, utilize power and leverage full both through pass protectors, high motor, looking to ball away from runners. He kind of looks just like Joseph and the number 2 guy I described earlier. He is more of a outside rusher. He's got good to great acceleration, solid to good agility, good to great change of direction, great to elite jumping. For a lineman, I don't really need jumping unless you're going to swat the ball down. Solid to good speed, not as good, but his marginal to decent strength to me doesn't make him a top 5 player. His awareness is an A, his tackling is an A, his finesse moves an A. So he can get off the ball, hopefully. He could be good. And now, the number 1 pick that was projected at the beginning of the season but has dropped to the top 5, I think to the top 5 or to the top 6, is Brendan Adkisson, yeah. He's 5'11", kind of short. 228. He's 23 years old, so he's on the higher side of age. So we wouldn't have him as long. He's from San Diego State. He has a beautiful spiral in all of his passes. Could use some improvement on recognizing pressure, so that's not good. Does well to avoid sacks by throwing the ball away, yeah, because he's scared of getting hit or doesn't realize it's there. Plays well within and outside the pocket. That's good. Fast flick of the wrist throwing motion. So he's got quick throwing and motion. Forward marginal acceleration, decent to solid speed, decent to solid change of direction, marginal and decent jumping, poor to marginal speed, strength is solid to good, throw power solid to good. So he's like an average. He's not a top 5 player, in my opinion. His skills: B deep accuracy, B medium accuracy, and A short accuracy. So he's a good precision passer. I don't know how his arm strength is. He's not athletic at all. So. And then we'll do this George Brockers, and then we'll go from what we need, like defensive wise, and probably receiver, maybe some linemen. So we got George Brockers. He's a right outside linebacker. He's 6'2", 225. Again, 23 years old. He's in the older side of the draft age. He's from Louisville. He's got a physical player who delivers bone-crushing hits. He's a savvy defender he likes to play the ball in the air, so he's got good IQ on where the ball's at all times. High motor that runs through the whistle, often looks to rip the ball away from runners. Lacks discipline, resulting in avoidable penalties. So he may grab face masks more often. So it's kind of a extra 15 yards or something. Loves to utilize spin and counter moves, and then has his arm over move. He will utilize power and leverage to both rush to pass protectors. He sounds more like a run stopper to me, but he may be a pass coverage guy, depending. His physicals, he's solid to good acceleration, decent to solid agility, solid to good danger direction, solid to good jumping, solid to good speed, and good to great strength. He's not a round one. If he would be if anything, high second to mid second. You got A awareness, A finesse moves, C hit power. So bone crushing hits at C power. I don't know about all that. Alright, so we'll run by receivers real quick. We won't run by all of them because we want to get to the linebackers, defense, safeties. One of these guys we've already looked at. Kelvin Murray. He's a good player if I can get to him. So we got Devon Hickman. Needs to work on simple concentration drops. He doesn't sometimes seem he'll mess up on the play. Exceptional body control from the sidelines. Fights for every single yard as a runner. No issues climbing the ladder. He's a good possession catcher. Avoids big hits. Excels to create yards after the catch. Shows good discipline and won't get flagged much. He sounds like a jump ball receiver. He is 6'4", 215 on the older side of 23 again. That being said, let's see. Look at his not Jeff Brown. Look at his physicals. Poor to marginal acceleration, decent solid agility, good to great change of direction, good route runner, good to great jumping, good to great speed, good to great strength. He's an average player, not a first round talent. He's more of a, I'd say, maybe second round talent. His skills, he's got a C in catching traffic, C in medium, and an A in short. So you got a short route to him. He's your guy. He might not catch it, but he'll be open. So next one is Jeff Brown. He is 5'10", 175. San Diego State as well. I think one of the other guys was San Diego State. It might have been the quarterback. Yeah, it was the quarterback. So we didn't do that. Right here, Jeff Brown. From San Diego State. It's 5'10", 22 years old. He used to work on simple concentration drops. Again, not the best remembering. Exceptional body control of the sidelines. Fights for every yard. No issues climbing the ladder. I kind of don't believe that because at 5'10", avoids big hits. I can't see that. Excels at creating yards after the catch and shows good discipline. Won't get flagged much. Okay, so he's more of like a route runner. Great to elite acceleration. Good to great agility. Decent solid change of direction. Kind of worries me because he's more like a possession receiver at 5'10". Solid to good jumping, solid to good speed, and decent to solid strength. So then we go to Thad Rogers, who's 6 foot on the nose, 212, 22 at Virginia Tech. Needs to work at concentration drops, exceptional body control, fights every single yardage, no issues. Climbing the ladder, avoids big hits, excels creating after yards, he lacks discipline and avoidable penalties. So offsides or fight in the corner, pass interference, stupid stuff like that. His physicals, he's great to elite speed, solid to good agility, solid to good change of direction, decent, solid jumping, solid good speed, solid good strength. He's not the best, maybe a third round pick. He's got B deep accuracy, a deep route, and B short route. He's got A in spec catching. So I can see him second, third. We'll do two more. Just kind of get through this the best we can. We were just, you know, Mel Brockers, 6'1", 205, 23 years old from Washington. Um, Needs simple concentration drops, exceptional body control, fights every yardage, no issues climbing the ladder, avoids big hits, excels at creating yards, and can show good discipline. So, yeah, great to elite acceleration, good to great agility, solid to good, change of direction, solid to good jumping, solid to good speed, and solid to good strength. He's an average player. A spec catching, but he's got C route running and C release. He will not get off the ball very well. We'll do one more receiver. We'll do Pat Austin. Yeah, I'll do Pat Austin because Jefferson guy has F release. Simple concentration drops, exceptional at body control, fights for every yardage, no issues, climbing the ladder, avoids big hits, excels to creating yardage, lacks discipline, resulting in avoidable penalties. 6'4", 231. He's got poor to marginal acceleration, good to great agility, decent change of direction. He's got solid to good jumping, good to great speed, and good to great strength. He's a talented receiver at speed and strength. That is about it. His skills, medium route running. He has spin move. He's a very slow, athletic guy. Releases a B, which kind of is good at the second round, third round. I mean, your receiver can get off the ball. So that being said, we don't need any tight ends. We need linemen, but I'm not going to bore you guys with the linemen because it could be right tackle, guard, switch over to guard center. So we do need D linemen. Hayward may retire. We need some different nose tackles. We already checked out Jason Bowie. We already checked out, I think, Leslie Bonds as well. 6'5", 250. Yep. Georgia Tech. He's got all the high motor. Looks for ball, rip the ball out of hands. Utilizes bull rush, arm over, spin, counter, bone crushing hits. Physicals, I think he was. Yeah, he's got good, great, solid, good, good, great, good, great, good, great, decent, solid. All around solid player. A finesse moves, play rec, and B tackling. So we got Dwayne Chapman, physical player, bone crushing hits, loves to utilize spin, counter moves, arm over, power for leverage, bull rush pass protectors. As a motor, runs through the whistles, often looks to rip the balls from the runners and shows good discipline and won't get flagged. He's from Louisville, 6'3", 270. Solid to good on pretty much everything across the board. He could be a good second to third round pick, if not a fourth round pick. So we'll put him on our list. And we're just going to go like a couple down, like maybe 3 or 4 down. That way I can get through. But I'm not going to bore you guys with day 3s. Just for the first 2 rounds. Somebody that I was looking into, I don't think as much, was Kyrie Martin. I think he was good on finesse and tackling, but I think his marginal to decent strength kind of worries me. So we're not going to put him on the board. If it changes and makes him better, we'll do it. Manny Justice, 6'1", 263, from Tennessee. Physical player who delivers bone crushing hits, spin move and counter moves, arm over. It seems like arm over, spin, and bone crushing hits are all, and bull rushing are all D line. Everybody, that's what they teach them now. Often looks to rip the ball over for runners as well. Shows discipline, won't get flagged much. At 263, 6'1", he needs to be a strong block shedder for an end. Good to great acceleration, solid to good agility, good to great change of direction, good to great jumping, solid to good speed, and solid to good strength. Not good for a first rounder. So he has to have really good block shedding. He does not. He has A awareness and D block shedding and D C tackling, so I'm not even going to worry about him. I think the one guy who's going to be good is going to be Cedric Gray from USC, 6'5", 271. He has the same bone crushing hits, spin counter, pull over arm, bull rushes through pass protectors, high motor, often rips the ball, shows great discipline. His physicals are probably the best out of, I think, the people we've seen so far. Solid good, decent solid, good great, solid good, good great. We could move him to nose tackle. Block shedding's the B, so that's good. Tackling's an A. Hit power's a C. That's not really that good. Uh, Trayvon Cartwright, he's a third and fourth round pick. We're just gonna run through it real quick because he is a third, fourth round pick. 6'4", 276, 23 years old from Utah. He's got the same thing: bone crushing, arsenals, arm over, spin counter. Um, Solid to good. Yeah, he's not. He's a third, fourth round pick. I ain't gonna worry about that too much. His skills: he's got B power moves, D stamina, D finesse move. He won't stay on the field very often, so there's no point in taking him. Uh, Now we go to D tackles. There are some good D tackles. We'll probably do Kerr, Gore, Barber, and then Dunn. Or we might skip over Gore, go to Barber, Linder, Dunn. Because these four right here are just good. I don't know about Blake Barber though. So Reuben Kerr, 6'2", 308, 22 from Stanford. Same thing. Bone crushing hit, spin counter, arm over, stuff like that. Uh, Good to great strength. Solid to good speed, good to great jumping, good to great change of direction, good to great agility. He sounds like an edge rusher to me. I don't know why they have him at. I think his nose tackle is because he's at 307. He sounds like a good run blocker. So he's at 45%. So we have four skills locked from him. B awareness, A play rec, A power moves. He's got C tackling. So unless he's got like a B or a C block shedding, or a B and a C hit power, he should be fine. His finesse moves, I'm not concerned about as right now. Um, Jordan Gore, 6'1", 301 for Washington. A lot of Washington players in this right now. So I'm not going to go over a whole bunch of player notes with him. It just looks like the same. Good to great strength, good to great speed, good to great jumping, decent style change of direction. He looks like a good all-around player. For a nose tackle, B awareness, A play rec, D injury, so he gets injured a lot, and C block shedding. So we'll have to keep an eye on him. Blake Barber, 6'4", 295, 22, Washington State. He's got the same player notes. He looks all around great. Decent solid acceleration, not really worried about running. Good to great agility, good to great change of direction, great to elite jumping, good to great speed, and good to great strength. Oops, I meant to go to skills. So his skills are B awareness, B play rec, B power moves, and B finesse moves. He's a first to second round pick. He may be like he could be a steal in the second. Chris Linder, second to third pick, has the same exact player notes. I think all of them do. 6'6", 319 from Wisconsin. Great to elite acceleration, good to great agility, decent solid change of direction, decent solid jumping, solid to good speed, and great to elite strength. He could be a good nose tackle in the late third round. He's got B awareness, B play rec, A tackling. That's not bad. Keep an eye on him. Drew Dunn has the same player note, 6'3", 306 from UCLA. Good, great, solid, good, marginal, decent. I think he was the bad one that I didn't want to look at. But we're going to definitely put Barber and Linder on our favorites. Linebackers, I didn't see very many good linebackers. I don't think I took a close look. Physical player who bone crushing hits, savvy defender off the ball. We already looked at him because he was a top 5 prospect. We're going to skip him. Eldon Graham, first round pick, savvy, bone crushing hits, high motor, runs through the whistle. Discipline, won't get flagged, counter moves, arm over, utilizes pass over bull rushers. 6'3", 251 from Louisville. Decent athlete, good to great, decent solid, good great, decent solid, good, great to elite strength. A awareness, B injury, and C finesse moves, not the greatest. Then we have DeJuan Edwards, pretty much the same Looks the same. Looks to rip the ball from runner. Won't get flagged. Swim arm over move. So we'll just go right over to the physicals. Great to elite acceleration. Great, solid to good agility. Great to good change of direction. Great to elite jumping. Solid to good speed and solid to good strength. He's not fast or strong, but he can jump and he's got good acceleration. So he could be a decent linebacker. So then we come down to Jeremy Bates, which will be our last guy. He's projected third or fourth round, so he could be a steal. He's got elite speed. Everything else is kind of average. He's got great to good change of direction. So his skills are good. A play rec, A beat pursuit, and A tackling. So we'll put Bates and the guy in front of him. We'll put Bates and Dewan Edwards here. It might have been Eldon Graham. I think it was Eldon Graham. I'm gonna check just to make sure. I think it was Eldon Graham, and not Edwards. Nope, it was Ellis. It was Bates or Dewan Edwards. So middle linebacker. We're just gonna look at the top two because these guys are second and third round picks. Bone crushing hits, same thing as other linebackers. 6'2", 226 from Clemson. Great to elite speed, great to elite speed, good to great acceleration, not very good. Walter Williams about the same, 6', 229. He's got some good aspects of him, but he has solid good speed and marginal is decent strength, so really not that big of a deal. Over here, we're just going to kind of flow through this now. I found the two best guys were Xavier Flowers and D'Angelo Poole. D'Angelo Poole is a third to fourth round draft pick. I'll show you here in a minute why I like him so much. This one, he all over bone crushing hits, finds the ball in the air. He struggles to find the ball in the air, which is not good. Motor runs through the play, rips the runner, despite won't get good discipline, won't get flagged much. Speed and counter, arm over, yada yada yada. 6'5", 245. He's got really good athletics except for agility, so that's why I put him on here. His skills, he's got D man coverage and B block shedding, so he's probably more of a blitzing linebacker. But if I don't take him, I got D'Angelo Poole, who is just a steal in the draft. I think he's projected to go third to fourth round. He's only 5'11", 230, so he is on the smaller side of linebacking core. From South Carolina, he's got the same player notes as every other defender. So I'm not going to go through it all. He's got great to elite, good to great acceleration, great to elite agility, great to elite direction. He's got solid to good jumping, great to elite speed, and then decent to solid strength. So he's not the strongest, but I can work on that. But if he's got that many elites, if he's actually elite, that could be a steal in the draft at pick round 3, round 4. Corners were kind of bad. We're not going to really look at them all. The best person I found, I'll look at the top 3. So 6'2", 189, Kendall Evans, aggressive ball hawk, plays for better and worse. Not very good. It's like a Trayvon Diggs kind of. Has a motor that runs through the whistle, as everybody does here. Often looks to rip ball from runners, shows a good discipline and won't get flagged. So he's the taller side. He's got solid everything, so I don't really want him. His skills are C man, C play rec, and B tackling. If I wanted to have a bad corner, I'd take him, but I don't. So the next player is going to be Jamie Green. 6', 186, smaller size from Central Michigan. Same thing, savvy defender in the ball. Has motor, runs to the whistle. He doesn't get his burnt as bad. His physicality is average, solid, good, solid. Skills, C, CB, tackling, catching, and belly rec. And then the guy I really want is Terrell McLeod. He's a first, second round pick. He struggles to find the ball in the air. I can work on that. High motor, often looks to rip the ball away from runner. 6'3", 188 from Wyoming. He's got good, great. So he's a good corner that I can put in for Patrick Peterson. His skills, he's got A stamina, B tackling, and C man coverage, so he can't really play man. There's a couple safeties I kind of want to look at. but there's not very many that are good right now because I really can't see much. And there's only two that stand out, and they're not standing out really to me. Strong safety, was it strong safeties or free safeties? I think it was free safeties. There's a free safety here that's decent. 6'2", 209. I think he's good, great, decent. Heath Johnson's not it. There was somebody who was like a steal, who could have been. It's not the safeties. So I'm gonna go to strong safeties, and then we're gonna run by the kicker that I'm looking at. Um, hit power. I don't think that was him. Nope, he's all solid. So the secondary in this draft is horrible, but as the draft goes, as we progress through the season, um, their completions per scouting will be better. This is the kicker I kind of want. If I go away from a kicker I have, Adrian Queenan. He is 6', 210 from Colorado. He's got he's got elite kick power. So hopefully I can work with that. A awareness and then C kick accuracy is not great, but he's got C short accuracy. So that being said, he's on my board in case I want to go with a kicker. I probably won't. And so that about wraps up this episode for the rookies right now. Again, the not off season. My bye week came in early, so it kind of sucked where I couldn't get a lot of scouting on them. But hopefully later in the season, when the games don't matter as much, because I'm 0-4, I'm hoping that I could win next week versus the Rams and then move my way up. But that being said, next week for episode 8 we'll take on the Rams. So we'll sim here, and I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. And leave a like and comment, subscribe, whatever you guys want to do. I got a breakout linebacker. I'm gonna read this real quick, and then we'll go ahead and go. The Rams are 0-6 too. I don't know why they're so bad in this game. They shouldn't be. But battles to 2 O's and 6's doesn't happen very often. Jason Collins, defense coordinator. We reviewed last week's game. Alex Highsmith had that one pick six. I don't see if he's gonna get another one. We'll try to get him one, but I don't know. Rams less than 200 yards. Alex Highsmith's 2+ interceptions, forced fumbles, tackles for loss, or sacks. That will be very hard, which would take him from a star to a superstar. So we'll try to give it to him, but and then a weekly strategies just to show you guys the two players we have for team extra practice. We have Joey Porter, Najee Harris, and Cam Smith. I had Kenny Pickett here, but I'd rather have Najee Harris get gold, work on him. So if I have to replace Kenny Pickett, I will, and then keep Najee. So it is what it is. If you guys enjoyed this episode, again, as I said, hit the like button. Watch the next episode. If you haven't watched the previous episodes, go ahead and go watch those, because those are good. Because we just lost last game barely. It's like the last minute drive. So I hope you enjoy this. Let's catch you next time.